All right, so yesterday we graphed linear inequalities, right? Okay, where we had to shade one or the other. Yes, no, okay. So today we're doing the same thing, only there's going to be two of those linear inequalities, and we have to see where the shading overlaps. Okay, so when we talk about boundary lines, okay, well, we're not going to do that part. All right, so if we look at this, okay, and it's asking, is 0, 0 a solution? Okay, so notice how there's a lighter shaded area and a darker shaded area. Okay, in order for this to be a solution, it's got to be in the darker shaded area. Okay, so does 0, 0 fall in the darker shaded area? Yeah, it's right there. So this is a solution to the system. 79, Haley. Okay, now, let's get to the part where we're really going to have to, I don't really like that one. All right, this is where we get to the good stuff. Okay, on the top equation, where's my starting point? 2. My starting point is at 2, and what does it mean I have to do? Up 5 over 2, so that's like up here, right? We could also go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the left 2, right? Okay, now we got to look at the symbol. Is it dashed or solid line? It is a solid line. This is a really big graph. All right, so I have a solid line. Now, what point do I test to see where I shade? We're on the next page, Dylan. Yeah, we test 0, 0. So we're putting in 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 0 plus 2? Nope, it's less than, right? So that means we don't want it shaded right here, right? So where do I shade? It means I shade away from that. So before you shade very, very lightly. Okay, shade very, very lightly. Sorry, I didn't catch some of you fast enough. Okay. Now, when I switch to my other equation, where is my starting point? Negative 2. And what do? Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, dashed or solid line? Solid line. And now we have to test what? 0, 0. So is 0 greater than or equal to 0 minus 2? Yes. Okay, so again, very lightly shade toward what? Yep, toward the 0, 0, because we want it shaded right there. Not sure why some of you aren't doing this. Okay, so from my blue line, I'm shading this way. Okay, my solution is where do they overlap? Okay, so where they overlap is where? Right here, right? Where you see both colors. That needs to get shaded in darker. That's why you got to do those two really light, because your solution is going to get shaded darker so that I can tell where your solution is. I think we're on like page 80, innocent. Okay, so that's why you guys start light, so that I can see where your solution is. Does that make sense? Okay, we're going to do another one. We're actually going to do quite a few before I let you on your own. Oh, except I think, no, this isn't the same. This is a little different. Okay, so where's my starting point on the top? On negative 2. And what do I have to do? Up 5 over 2. Dash your solid. Solid line. Instead, they're just doing help. Dang it. All right, so what do we have to check? 0, 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 0 minus 2? No. So no, we don't want it shaded there. So where do we have to shade? All right, then. Okay? All right, so this guy, y is less than negative 3. Horizontal or vertical? Horizontal, always opposite of the axis. Oh, shoot, it's supposed to be negative. So negative 3. Okay, dashed or solid? So a dashed line. Okay, where are my numbers less than negative 3? Above it or below it? Below it. So very lightly shade below your line. Okay, my bottom equation, where do I start? 1, and I do what? Up 4 over 1. I can also go down 4 and to the left 1. Dashed or solid? Wow, I'm making some pretty beautiful lines today, by the way. Okay, and then what are we checking? 0, 0. So is 0 greater than or equal to 0 plus 1? No. Okay, so no, I do not want to shade right there, right? So where should I shade? To the, to this side of it. So that all gets shaded lightly. Where's my overlap? Yep, they overlap down here. This is where it gets shaded darker. Well, you don't even have to. You can just ask yourself, where are the numbers? But you could. Okay, so let's talk about that. If you wanted to check if 0, 0 was a solution, is that what you're saying? Okay, so yeah, we would plug 0 in there. Is 0 less than negative 3? No. So we would shade below it. Okay? But yesterday, remember, we just asked ourselves the question, where are the numbers less than negative 3? They were down there. Okay, so either way would work. Let's look at this guy. Innocent, I think you did it on the wrong graph. Like that wasn't, you did it on the problem we weren't on. Okay, if y isn't by itself, what do I have to do? I have to get y by itself. So on the top, I have to minus 2x, so y is less than negative 2x plus 3. So where's my starting point? Oh, nuts. I don't know why my eraser doesn't sometimes work. Yeah, I'm trying to erase. Okay, negative 3. So my starting point is negative 3, and I have to go down 1. Wait, down 2 over 1. I can also go up 2 into the left 1. Dashed or solid line on that one? Dashed. Okay, what am I checking? 0, 0. So is 0 less than negative 3? Nope. So we don't want it shaded right there, right? So that means I've got to go this direction. Okay, my other equation, what do I have to move? Negative 2x. So y is less than or equal to negative 2x minus 1. So starting point is negative 1 down 2 over 1 down 2 over 1. Is that right? Did I do that right? I'll just time out. Did I do that right? I went down 2 over 1, right? Down 2 over 1, so we're good, right? Okay. So dashed or solid? Solid on this one. Did you guys get this? Huh. Okay, so remember on this red line, everything on this red line is right there, right? Blue line is 0 less than or equal to negative 1? Yes or no? No, so which way are we shading there? Down from that blue line, right? So that's from the blue line down here. And where's my overlap? Everything in this part where they're both shaded, right? You can make darker. Okay, so this section is kind of hard, right?